Hey there, YouTube. We're back with our project 1983 Peterbilt 359. Today's project, we're going to install some cab lights. Got a box here, contains 7 new LED cab lights, nut zert installation tool, and assorted nut zerts. Now originally I'd kind of planned on waiting till this truck was painted to go ahead and install these. I'm kind of trying to be as efficient as possible and not put things on to take them back off, to put them back on again. But really, after thinking about it a little bit, this is really a better time to try to do it, because right now I can walk around on the roof, it doesn't matter. I can draw lines on it, doesn't matter. You know, if I screw up and I put something in the wrong spot, I can fix it. You know, once it's kind of painted, you know, and you do that, it kind of, well, if you screw it up, and you got to repaint the roof. Now, I've seen it come up in the comments about possibly naming the truck. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys want to give this truck a name? I think my better half had suggested Big Red, and I think a viewer had suggested Red Rocket. If you guys have any suggestions, if you want a name for it, if you don't want a name for it, let me know down in the comments down below. I'd certainly appreciate it. Anyway, let's get to it. Now there's 2 nut zerts that are actually still here because they're in this roof support piece. And so what I think I'm going to try to do here, just take a small drill bit and peek these up through the roof. Okay, so now we know where those 2 mounting points are. And I think the next thing we need to do here is try to figure out the center line of the roof. Now I'm thinking that the center of these 5 rivets that go on the back of that roof support piece that's under here is going to be the center of the back of the hood. We're going to measure that and make sure. And then centered between these 2 holes should also be the center here. And now from what I can tell from looking at the old roof, all the lights go parallel to the center line rather than mimicking the curve or corners of the roof. They're all actually be parallel. So like your outer ones, they won't be straight to the roof. They'll be straight to the center line. So we need to make sure that we get this center line correct, because that's what we're going to measure off of for our other locations. So what do you guys think of that? You think that looks pretty good? Let's step back and take a look at it. Okay, so now I've got my spacing back from the front of the roof back, basically going from my 2 known holes, put a flat edge against the front of the roof, measured back, and just repeated the same measurement for all the different lights. And so they should all be set back the same amount from the roof as all the other ones. Now what I need to do is determine my hole spacing, and then I can measure from that one back to here, and then that will give me my front hole location. Okay, so I've got all of my hole locations mapped out now where I want them. I've determined that it's an M6 nut zert that we're going to need to use, and I determined the right size drill bit to make that hole for this nut zert. Alright, so I know it was probably only a couple seconds ago in the video, but we're here a few days later, and we got a new 13-inch drop visor for the Peterbilt in. Gonna have to shuffle a few things around, bring the truck back in here so we can put that on. I would have loved to have reused the old drop visor, but they got a lot of holes drilled in here because there's nothing left of the roof to hold it to, so they just drill a new hole every time this came loose. The brackets here for it look like they were welded by Ray Charles with his feet, so certainly don't want to drill holes in my new roof to match those brackets. So we just went ahead and we ordered a new drop visor, and I think it's going to look pretty good. So give me just a minute here to get a few things moved around and bring the truck in, and let's get to it. Alright, so you can see we got all of our cab lights up there looking good. When I brought the truck in, obviously it's raining here. Tried out the windshield wipers. Driver's side one works, passenger side one does not, so that'll be something to look into here soon. But pretty cold outside. We actually got some snow here the other day. But anyway, let's get on to putting that visor on. Okay, so I've got it up here. I'm happy with where everything's sitting. These two outside holes here actually land right on two of the huck bolts. So I drilled these two output bolts in them for now. Maybe when we do the final install, maybe I'll get a couple stainless steel hucks and huck bolt those in. Maybe I'll just leave it bolted, don't really know. I've got all the bottom brackets lined up where I like them, so I'm going to go ahead and mark them. Then we can take this visor back off and drill our holes for the other mounting brackets. Alright, so the visor's on. It's all bolted up. On these two brackets here, I wasn't actually able to use the bottom bolt hole. When I drilled the bottom bolt hole in, it ran right into this corner on the inside right here. And so yeah, that's not really going to work. I could probably, when I put this in for the last time, I could probably put a pop rivet in that bottom one. You know, and it could be too that this visor might have been supposed to mount it, you know, an inch or so higher here and go in above these two huck bolts. But I thought that the curve on the visor matched the drip rail best when mounted in those two huck bolt holes. But the visor seems really solid. I got no concerns even just using one bolt hole on each of those two kind of intermediate brackets there. I can't wiggle the thing at all. And I'm sure most of you guys know this, but that is not a white visor. It's a white protective coating on a stainless visor. When I installed this for the last time, we're peel that off, but it seems how we're gonna have to take this back off again and put it back on. I'm just gonna leave that white protective coating on there for now. And it's just it's just a film that peels off. You know, it helps protect it in shipping and handling and stuff so that it doesn't get scratched. Anyway, that's done now and I think it looks good. Hey guys, I hope you have a great day. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. Thank you.